We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
We are in it to win it. Know it all day.
The 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
2nd and 5. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got hold in that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Taron Johnson made the stop. You talk about this Washington defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Here's a quick throw caught out wide. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback.
That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Commanders 0. Anders Carlson, the kickoff quarterback.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Now 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 23. And McLaurin, the motion man right. 1st down, Hal to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown game.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Hal. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You look at this Packers defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Second down, here's McIntosh. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Powell. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Calvin Ridley, 33 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Well, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll look to throw again. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Again, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken right around the 44. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Howell changing the play here. Here's the give to McIntosh. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give to Gibson running right. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they go play action with Howell. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. And Howell will throw it. That is caught on the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. They'll run with McIntosh. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll go play action. Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Howell throwing on first down here. This ball caught by McIntosh. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 68 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
This is McIntosh. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Tiny Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. And he goes out right around the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Commanders' 35-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Faking the handoff. Howell under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Throwing here, Howell. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And quickly, they get to the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. And the throw there
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Packers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Looking deep here for Dobbs. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Back to throw again. Now he's got it. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off play action. It's Howell. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It's now 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for the Commanders' touchdown. And this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
First down, Hal to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Now inside the 25. Terry McLaurin, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin taking it in. And the Commanders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now Carlson for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
The score, Commanders 29, Packers 28.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. McIntosh. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Here's Howell. They'll find Everett there, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Gerald Everett, a 20-yard touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Ridley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Al now to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score. Commanders 70. Packers 42. Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.